Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 30NSG. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and I'm super excited to play this game. We're just a couple of weeks away, but I really want to know how to make good builds or what's out there for each of the characters. So that's what I did. There was a YouTuber out there named Triple G who had a video, and I decided that he went and just showed all of the skill trees, but I want to kind of go in and tell you what they are, give it a little bit bigger print and whatnot, and put it on the screen so you guys can look at it and start planning your builds. Let me know what type of builds you're going to build. There's a lot of cool little perks in this skill tree, so let me know which one sounds good to you. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button down below, and let's get to it. First skill tree for King Shark is Firepower. First up for King Shark is Blood Frenzy. Special skill, Blood Frenzy activates a 5x combo and higher and melee hits, causes enemies to bleed for 50% of the damage dealt over 5 seconds, and successful counters increase the damage for your next melee by 25%. Next up is Firearm Aptitude. Increase firearm damage by 20%. Punishing Strikes. Melee hits cause enemies to take 50% more damage from all sources, but melee cooldown is increased by 1 second. Next up we have Splash Zone. Melee hits affect all enemies with 2 meters, but melee damage is reduced by 50%. Next up is Heaviest Weapon. A 10x combo and higher heavy weapon hits have 50% chance of cause to enemies to bleed for 30% of the damage dealt over 10 seconds. Beachhead Battler. A 10x combo or higher critical hit chance with assault rifles is increased by 20% on enemies within 20 meters. Shotgun Typhoon. Shield harvest chance is increased by 15% on shotgun hits. Cornered Shark. Each 3 seconds sustained firearm generates 1 combo while in combat. Next up in Tier 4, Unyielding Hunger. Each shield harvest kill increases the damage of your current firearm magazine by 20%, up to the maximum of 200%. Furious Jaws. Increase critical hit chance by 10%. Tier 5, Surf and Turf. Heavy weapon kills regenerate 3% of shields. Renewing Blitz, a 20x combo and higher. For your last 5 critical hits, 25% of their damage to your next shield harvest attack. Tidal Pool, damage dealt and increased by 10% for each enemy within 20 meters, up to maximum of 50%. Devastating Bite, a 20x combo and higher. Each time you deal damage to an enemy, it takes 10% more damage, up to a maximum of 100%. Blood in the Water. A 30x combo or higher performing shield harvest causes the enemy to bleed for 50% of the damage dealt over 10 seconds. Bullet Feeding Frenzy. A 30x combo and higher damage reduction is increased by 5% for each second for sustained firearm. Fire up to maximum 50%. The effect cancels after 3 seconds without firing. Vicious Appetite. Shield harvest chance is increased by 20% on enemies within 20 meters. Shark Rage. Special skill. Transforms Blood Frenzy into Shark Rage, and this requires a 40x combo and higher to increase damage dealt by 75% and Suicide Strike built up rate by 50%. Unbaiting Fury. Increase maximum combo by 20, and if the combo breaker triggers at 20x combo and higher, you regenerate 20 combo, and you can only happen once every 60 seconds. Unending Fury. Special skill. Transforms Blood Frenzy into Unending Fury. This requires 40x combo or higher to increase the damage reduction by 25% and critical hit chance by 50%. Next skill tree is Strength and Dominance. Meat Cleaver. Increase melee damage by 200% against enemies with less than 50% health. Ocean Blessing. At 5x combo or higher, melee damage is increased by 20% and shield harvest chance by 10. Slash in Miami. Melee hits cause enemies to deal 50% less damage for 15 seconds, but melee knockback distance is reduced by 50%. Suicide Strike. Special skill. Suicide Strike is a powerful single target attack that can execute after having built up enough Suicide Strike resource Shark's Suicide Strike also increases all nearby enemies' shield harvest chance. Domineering Presence. Special skill, Domineering Presence, activating at 10 times combo and higher and causes enemies within 20 meters to take 20% more damage from all sources, and Suicide Strike generate 10% Atlantean drop traversal attack resources. Royal Dominion. A 10 times combo and higher, enemies affected by Domineering Presence now deal 25% less damage. Oceanic Focus. Successful counters regenerate 5% shield, and critical counters regenerate 10% shields. Oceanic Defense. A 10 times combo and higher, shield capacity is increased by 20%. Ocean's Reach. Increase the range of Domineering Presence effect to 30 meters. Royal Resurrection. 100% chance to cheat death and instantly regenerate 100% health and 25% shield, and this can only happen once every 120 seconds. Top of the food chain. A 20-time combo or higher performing a shield harvest has a 100% chance to make another enemy within 10 meters shield harvestable. This can only happen every 30 seconds. Imperial Guard. Damage reduction is increased by 20%. Shark Tank. A 20-time combo or higher shield pickup amount is increased by 20% and shield harvest chance by 10%. Churning Tide. A 20-time combo and higher melee hits regenerates 10% shield. Dominating Strike. Performing a shield harvest generates 15% Suicide Strike resource. Blood Dominion. A 30-time combo or higher performing Suicide Strike generates 5 combo. Wave Breaker. Suicide Strike damage is increased by 50%. Primal Assault. A 30 times combo or higher, every one additional combo increase shield harvest damage by 5%. Powerful Strike special skill. Transforms Domineering Presence into Powerful Strikes. This requires a combo 50 times and higher to increase the melee damage by 150% and your firearm damage by 50% on enemies within 20 meters. This still counts as Domineering Presence effect. Endless Rain. A max combo, melee hit generates 20% Suicide Strike resource. Unchained Power special skill. Transforms Domineering Presence into Uncharted Power that requires 50 times combo and higher to increase the damage reduction by 50% from the enemies within 20 meters, but reduces shield pickup amount by 20%. This still counts as Domineering Presence effect. The third skill tree for King Shark is Power of the Ancients. Tier 1 Nervous System. Every 10 combo increase melee damage by 10% and combo generated by shield harvest kills by 1. Jump the Shark. Damage dealt while airborne is increased by 20%. Strong Swimmer. The power of the vertical launch and apex pounce is increased by 25%. Land Shark. A combo 10 times and higher, Atlantean drop traversal attack damage is increased by 50%. Flying Fish. Every 5 seconds spent airborne generates 1 combo while in combat. Crashing Drop. The area of effect by Atlantean drop traversal attack is increased by 25%. Streamline. Each aerial dash increase the damage of your Atlantean drop traversal attack by 25%, up to a maximum of 75% until you touch the ground. Depth Recharge. Increase Atlantean drop traversal attack resource built up rate by 25%. Drop and Destroy. A 20-time combo or higher, hitting 3 or more enemies with your Atlantean drop traversal attack generates 1 combo for each enemy hit. Shark Recuperation. Every 2 seconds spent airborne regenerates 1% shield. Critical Drop. A 20-time combo or higher, enemy kills while airborne generate 15% Suicide Strike resources. Jaws of Life. A 30-time combo or higher, melee hit regenerate 10% shield and 30% health. Squad Ultimate special skill. Unlocks King Shark's ability to trigger the Squad Ultimate. This slows down the enemies and locks down vehicles around the squad for 30 seconds, activating it by pressing the buttons when the squad meter is fully charged, using the ability depletes the meter for all squad members. Ultimate Shark Strikes. Give you 1 free Suicide Strike when Squad Ultimate is activated. In addition, Suicide Strike damage is increased by 100% while the Squad Ultimate is active. Ultimate Ancient Strength. Melee damage is increased by 150% while the squad's ultimate is active. Alright, so that'll do it for King Shark's skill tree. What did you like? What did you see? What type of build He looks completely OP, and I can't wait to get my hands on King Shark. I think he might be my main. But let me know in the comment section down below. What did you like? What did you not like? There might be 1 or 2 things missing, and this is the information that I could get my hands on. So if you like it, make sure you hit that like button down below. Please sure you share, like, subscribe. And if you like our videos here, make sure you check out our other ones. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.